Hello viewers, this Dow2Fast here. In today's video I will show you this 3-channel car dash cam from the company Vantrue. This is the brand new Vantrue N4 dash cam. Now being 3 channels, this means it has 3 cameras. It has a front facing camera that records in 1440p, a rear camera that records in 1080p, and an in-cabin facing camera that records in 1080p. This dashcam is able to record all 3 cameras simultaneously, giving you all-around protection when you're on the road. In this video, I'll go over all the features, show you how to install it, and take a look at the video recording. Here's a look at the box this Vantrue N4 dashcam comes in. User manual, quick start guide, cigarette lighter power plug, windshield mounts, USB-C cable. There's a Vantrue N4 3-channel dashcam. There's a rear camera cable. And there's a rear camera. Here's a look at everything you get with this dashcam. Let's take a look at this Vantrue N4 dashcam. On the front is a front-facing camera. It has a 155-degree wide-angle lens with an aperture of f1.4. So the aperture is very large, good for nighttime recording. The dashcam uses a Sony StarVist CMOS sensor, and if you have it set to record all 3 cameras, the resolution is 1440p. If you set it to only record the front camera, then the resolution go up to 1520p. Next to the camera is a speaker. At the top is a connector for the windshield mounts. Looking at the bottom, there's a photocell to detect daytime or nighttime, so the in-cabin infrared LED will turn on automatically. Over here is a microphone. On this side you have the reset switch. Next to it is a USB-C connector. Use this connector to connect to the rear camera. You can also use it to connect to a computer and download the video files. Over here is a memory card slot. This dashcam will accept a maximum memory card size of 256 GB. Next to is the micro HDMI port for connecting to the TV. Looking at the top of the dashcam, over here on the left side, there's a menu button. You can also use this button to lock the video clip if you see something happening on the road. This will prevent the video clip from being overwritten. Next to is OK button. There's a previous select button. You can also use this button to mute the microphone. There's a next selection button. You can also use this button to change the display mode. The last button on the right, there's a power button. On the back, this is a 2.45-inch IPS LCD display. Over here is the in-cabin facing camera. The lens on this camera is a 165-degree wide-angle lens. It records in 1080p. There are 4 infrared LEDs to help illuminate the cabin at nights. You can also adjust the angle of the camera. This dashcam uses a supercapacitor instead of a lithium-ion rechargeable battery. By using a supercapacitor, you can operate this dashcam in extreme weather. It's rated to operate between 14 degrees Fahrenheit to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. Here I'll install the microSD memory card. Now it's best to use a memory card with a U3 speed rating. Here's a look at the rear camera. As you can see, it's very compact. The camera lens you see here, it's a 160-degree wide-angle lens with an aperture of f1.8. This camera records in 1080p. Installation is very simple. There's a double-sided tape right here. You can stick this onto the back window. You can also adjust the angle of the camera. On this side, there's a cable. You connect this connector to your rear camera cable. To install the windshield mount, slide this connector onto the top of the dashcam. Place the suction cup onto the windshield. Turn this knob to lock it in place. You can adjust the angle of the dashcam and lock it down by turning this knob. Connect the power cable to the USB-C port at the top of the windshield mounts. And then plug this into your 12-volt accessory port. Connect the rear camera cable to the USB-C port on the side. Then connect the rear camera to this cable. Now I'll power it on. Once the dashcam power on, the recording will begin automatically. That's indicated by a flashing red dot right here, along with a flashing blue LED on the side. Now right now the dash cam is recording all three cameras at the same time. The in-cabin camera, front-facing camera, and the rear camera. To go into the setup menu, you need to first stop the recording by pressing the OK button. Now press the menu button over here. First menu selection is record setup. Press OK to select. You can use the left and right arrow button to navigate. First menu is resolution. Press OK to select. Here you can select to record front, cabin, and rear, or front and cabin, front and rear, or just the front. Next menu item, loop recording. Currently set to 3 minutes. The dashcam will record continuously with 3-minute video clips. Once the memory card is full, then it'll start overwriting the oldest file. Next menu item, IR LEDs. By default, it's auto, so when it gets dark, the infrared LEDs you see right here will turn on automatically. G sensor is set to medium. You can set it for high, medium, low, or off. With the G sensor, if you get into an accident, the dashcam will detect the impact and lock that video clip so it will not be overwritten. Audio recording, by default is on. Parking mode, by default is off. Now to use the parking mode on this dashcam, you do need to buy the optional hardwire kit and hardwire the dashcam to the fuse box. That way you'll have power going to the dashcam after you turn off the ignition. With the parking mode, you can select collision detection or collision and motion detection. Exposure, you can adjust the exposure for the front, cabin, and rear camera. Wide dynamic range, by default, is on. Number plate, you can set a unique number for this dashcam. Stamp, by default, the date time stamp and the logo stamp is enabled. Rotate display, you can rotate the display for the front and cabin camera or the rear camera. Time-lapse recording, by default, is off. Now we're back to resolution. Press the menu button again. Go to the next menu. There's a system setup. Here you can select language. Format the SD card. Day and time. Here you can set the day and time. Auto LCD off. By default, it's off. If you enable this, then it'll automatically turn off the LCD while it's recording. Device sound, here you can adjust the volume. Frequency, 50 or 60 Hertz. System info, this will show you the software version. Default setting, this will allow you to set it back to factory default. Next menu item is GPS. Now with this dashcam, you can buy an optional GPS module. Speed unit, here you can set kilometers per hour or miles per hour. Now we're back to language. Press menu again. If you go over to the next menu, there's the files. Here you can view event recording, normal recording, or all recording. Press OK to select the file, and it'll play back. Now looking at the LCD, it gives you a lot of information. For example, at the top left-hand corner, it'll tell you the resolution of the cameras that's being recorded. Over here it tells you the G sensor is on, loop recording is set to 3 minutes, infrared LED is set to auto, microphone's on, memory card is installed. At the bottom is a date and time and the elapsed time of the recording. Now if you see something happening on the road, you can press this button right here and it'll lock this video clip so it will not be overwritten. If you want to mute the microphone, press this button right here. Now the microphone is muted. Press it again to unmute. If you want to change the picture-in-picture view, press this button right here. Now toggle to different views. If I press the power button, I'll change to the infrared LED mode. Right now it's set to auto. Press it once. LED is off. Press it once more. LED is on. Let me change to the view so that the in-cabin camera is on the main screen. You can see it's a black and white image. Press the power button once more. Now we're back to auto. If I disconnect the power, the dashcam will power off automatically. So let's take this to the vehicle, get it installed, and we'll check out the daytime and nighttime video. To install the dashcam, place a windshield mount onto the windshield, push it down, turn this knob clockwise, lock it in place, Adjust the angle of the dash cam. Tighten the collar to lock it in place. Connect the power cable. Connect the rear camera cable. Run both cables up to the headliner, over to the A-pillar. Take the power cable over to the center console, and then run the rear camera cable all the way to the back. Plug in the cigarette lighter power plug. To install the rear camera, remove the backing on a double-sided tape, and then stick this onto the back window. Connect the camera to the cable. Now we'll turn on the ignition. As you can see from the video recording, this Vantrue N4 3-channel dash cam is an excellent performer. The fact that it has 3 channels and can record all 3 cameras simultaneously, this makes it one of the best dash cam on the market. After testing it and reviewing the recorded videos, I'm very impressed with the video quality. All 3 cameras yielded excellent details. The exposure, contrast, and white balance was spot on. The nighttime video was also very good. You can set the infrared LED on the in-cabin camera to automatically turn on when it gets dark. This allows it to capture video with little to no lights. I also like the overall design of this dash cam. It comes with a large 2.45-inch color LCD display and easy to navigate buttons on the top. If you're looking for a dash cam that can capture everything around you and what's happening inside the cabin, I highly recommend this Vantrue N4 dash cam. If you want to pick one up, check out the link below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to click on a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please click on the subscribe button to support this channel. Also click on the notification bell so you'll get notified of my new videos. Thank you and have an awesome day.